Well, hello friends, welcome back to another plan with me. Hope you're all having a great year so far. We're somehow already past the halfway point of 2018, which I cannot seem to believe. I'm already setting up for July. I know it's been a couple of months since the last one, but we're getting back to it. To be honest, there's not really much going on right now. Not too much that I have to plan for. So really this is just for tracking the days or tracking my habits, that kind of thing. I mean, really, especially not being in school anymore, I think what I mostly use this for is a creative space to put down all of my ideas and all of my thoughts. Kind of more like a journal than a planner. So this month I decided to try to keep it as simple and as minimal as possible. I'm only doing a couple of spreads and I'm not doing too much of an intricate design or decoration. As you can see already by now that I am doing a watermelon theme and just really loosely sketching these with my Tombow markers and using my fine liner to do the details. So very simple, really kind of a sketchy drawing of watermelons. So you're going to see me doing these watermelons multiple times throughout this whole video. Last thing I'm going to do on this cover page is just add some highlights to my calligraphy, and that'll be it for the cover page. I'm doing a little bit of shadow with gray Tombow marker as well. So like I said, very simple. So moving on to the monthly spread, I went back to a full month layout instead of doing the traditional bullet journal style of numbering the days straight down the page. That way I can plan ahead and just put in dates and other things that are going on. Honestly, I feel like this page turned out kind of messy, but I wasn't really taking my time with the lines. And I don't really care to use a ruler, to be honest, because I don't know, I much prefer when it's just the natural pen strokes. And plus, whenever I'm on the go and I'm doing anything in my bullet journal, I don't want to have to lug around a ruler or anything like that to make these perfect lines. I'd much rather kind of make it all look cohesive and do this kind of more sketchy style. Okay, and just as a warning, this clip is about to cut off because my camera decided to stop recording, so sorry about that, my bad. I've got to say, after doing this a couple of times and doing the bullet journal thing and learning calligraphy, I feel like my brush lettering has gotten so much better just from practicing and looking at other people's too. If you're wanting to learn brush lettering, a great way to learn is watch other people do it, like on YouTube or that's really where you would watch it, right? If you watch other people and how they do their pen strokes, you can get a feel for how to do it yourself, and then the more you practice, of course, the better you'll get. And so of course I had to add a few watermelons to the bottom of this where it says July, and that's really all for this page. Didn't want to do anything else really. And that's the beauty of bullet journaling. You can do as many things or as little things as you want and make it your own. Next page is just a full spread of blank space pretty much, where I can dump all of my thoughts or ideas, just things that I don't want to do a whole spread for, but I can jot down and have a place to do that. A lot of times I'll end up putting quotes or just some scriptures or something that's inspiring to me. That way I can go back and reference it pretty easily, as well as maybe some new ideas for a video. Yeah, overall a very versatile page. Now we're moving on to the habit tracker. I seem to flip-flop back and forth between tracking all the habits in one thing, like a whole thing all together, and between that and this method where you track each habit individually. And I don't know, it's not that I don't like one versus the other, but sometimes I do like this individual because you can really get a feel for how you're doing on each habit instead of having to kind of read a big chart. So for that reason, I guess this one's good. So I've got a couple things on there that I like to keep track of or motivate myself to do more often. Such as waking up early and working out, eating well, cleaning, using my bullet journal, that kind of thing, finishing my to-do list. So that's just a few of the things that I've got on there. And then the last thing that I wanted to do on this side was a little quote page just to kind of break things up and add to the summer vibes. I think I kind of went too crazy with these little droplet things, because once I started adding them, then I felt like I had to keep adding more and then more and more, and it turned out like this. And oh well, c'est la vie. So yeah, now we're already on to the weekly spread. I told you I was only doing a few spreads this month just to keep it simple, because I find sometimes if it's too complicated, I'm not going to want to come in here and plan anything or do anything, fill out the trackers, all that stuff. So just keeping it simple. So for the weekly spread, I'm doing a little vertical layout. I was kind of thinking about doing, now that there's an IGTV, I was thinking about doing weekly spreads on there, maybe for the following weeks. I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know if that would be something you'd want to watch. But that way, because that's not something that I would make a full video about, but maybe that would kind of get me to use this more and to create more stuff for you guys to see from my bullet journal. And then and they're going to be like shorter clips, where you could see the next week and how I plan for that. I don't know, let me know. Ooh, also, I would like to do like some kind of process or project process planning, that kind of thing for other things that I want to make. There's several clothing items that I want to do some alterations on and just update, and I think that would be interesting to do on IGTV as well. Because sometimes it gets a little daunting trying to film a whole video for a DIY or how I fixed something or how I altered something. So I thought maybe IGTV would be a little less daunting and a little less commitment. So I might be doing that, so you can watch out for all of that stuff. But yeah, really, after this page, we are done with the month of July. Well, the spread anyway. If you bullet journal, I'd love to see your spreads for this month. And definitely go and follow me on Instagram so that you can see the future weekly spreads that I'm going to do on IGTV, or just to connect with me. I love making friends. So yeah, other than that, hope you have a great rest of your month. Have a happy 4th of July, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.